This is Dabu7, and you are looking at the Georgia Guidestones. These Guidestones, they are a massive granite monument that is situated at the highest point in Elbert County, Georgia. Now, these are also known as America's Stonehenge. This gigantic structure that you see here is almost 20 feet high, and it's made of at least 6 different granite slabs weighing a total of 240,000 pounds. Now, one of the most astonishing details of this monument is not the size, but the message that is inscribed on it, along with the mystery that is connected to it. Now, on these slabs, this 10 Commandments to an Age of Reason is laid out in 8 different languages. Now, the authors of this site have remained anonymous, but it has been figured out that they are connected to the secret societies, the Rosicrucians. Now, this was signed off as being done by a pseudonym, R.C. Christian. And another mystery attached to this, one that can only be seen from above, as you see here, is the massive stain that is on this top stone. You can also see that there is a cutout where a shaft of light enters there on the rooftop. But this stain raises a lot of questions. It runs right down to where the cube was put into place and then removed. But there is a good look at the top of this structure and the stain that is up there as well. Now, I'll show some up-close footage here in a second of the tablets, but this is the top slot where light enters, and you can see there's a groove. It's cut down into it. This is one of the main holes and shafts that align with the solstice of summer and of winter. Now, you can see here by looking, there is a little dot of light coming through that shaft already, and by the time I make my way around the Guidestones, it will be on one of the side stones. But as you can see here, written in 8 different languages, and as you can see here, you have the Russian slab facing the English slab, and on the backside of the Russian slab is the Chinese slab, which is interesting as well. The backside of the English stone here, you have the Spanish. Now you can see it says to maintain humanity under 500 million in perpetual balance with nature. Guide reproduction wisely, improving fitness and diversity. Unite humanity with a living new language. Rule passion, faith, tradition in all things with tempered reason. To protect people and nations with fair laws and just courts. To let all nations rule internally, resolving external disputes in a world court. Avoid petty laws and useless officials. Balance personal rights with social duties. Prize truth, beauty, love, seeking harmony with the infinite. And then it says, be not a cancer on the earth, leave room for nature, leave room for nature. It repeats. This is the message inscribed in 8 different languages. This is the spot of the cube. And you can also see the staining that has come down on that side right here to the spot of the cube. And I find it very interesting that it all comes together right there in that one spot. Now, this is one of the shafts that is supposed to align to the North Star. Here on the opposite side, you can see the Chinese slab. And at the top, there is Egyptian. There's actually four different writings at the top, because this is positioned or arranged in a giant paddle wheel configuration. Now, the top has Egyptian with the hieroglyphs. It has Babylonian cuneiform. It has classical Greek, and it has Sanskrit. Those are the different languages on the top stone. And from this side, you can see the bottom of the one shaft, and now you can see the beam of light that is being cast through it. It is cut up in to the stone, just like the top one is carved down into the stone. As you can see, it is hitting center there. Whether this marks something hidden at a specific time of year is yet to be seen. But this light moving around on the stone is key to the mystery here as well. Now here you can see it's perfectly aligned at this point, right around noon, with the bottom shaft. Now there's also multiple hornets' nests up in here, almost in the configuration of Orion's belt. But that's what they are. They're hornets' nests. And you can see the shaft and how it's cut out right there. So that is a look from the bottom up into this spot. Now down from it, there is this hole, which is supposed to be aligned to the North Star. Now, if it would have been dark, maybe I would have been able to have seen that through there. But that's what that is supposed to be for. Now, we know that the makers of this have tried to remain anonymous, and that this has been put into place by these secret societies. But there's also something else that is hidden here. These individuals that went under the pseudonym R.C. Christian, these Masonic individuals who seek this age of reason, left a present, buried, hidden underneath of this monument. 6 feet below this spot, it says on. Now, what's not clear, it says this spot. If it means the monument itself or this slab that sits off to the side, it very well could be 6 feet right here below this slab, not the monument. They did not put a date on when it was placed, but the monument and everything else that was put up was on March 22nd, 1980. And it is to be opened on an unknown date. So as you can see here on this slab, it has the Hindu, Swahili, Hebrew, Arabic, Chinese, Russian, English, and Spanish. Has all that information laid out here on this slab. But once again, one of the biggest mysteries that I came across here at the Guidestones was the massive stain on the top slab that some could say looks like dried blood. And also the fact that there is a time capsule that has been buried here. So it seems some of these mysteries remain. But at this point, a couple things are for sure. There is a stain on top of the monument that we came across. You guys have been able to witness the different shafts here. You've been able to see it up close all the way around. And I also noticed on the ground just a couple interesting rocks that were dark color. They kind of stuck out in this area. But just remember, whether it's underneath the Guidestones themselves, or this one little spot here, which it really looks like that could be the case, like it's been dug out. There could be something big down there, a big capsule, but what's in it? We don't know. Until something else changes here, it looks like some of these things may remain a mystery. One thing's for sure. There is a capsule that is buried here at this monument. There's a massive stain on the top of it that raises questions. And this has been my experience with the Georgia Guidestones. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I will leave links with more information to the Guidestones in the description box. And also make sure to check out our recent sponsor, the Essential Drugstore. Until next time, it's been Dabu7. Eyes to the skies.